Hello, I'd like to welcome all to Rogue Legacy, which is a nice game. It's on Steam. That really sounds like one of those turn signal indicators. So as you can see, I'm wearing some nice stuff. I got a lot. I also got all the runes. I don't buy runes very often, though. I consider movement the best. I don't like flight all that much, because flight just feels like... I can't do flight later. I have to spend all my flight at once. You can take a look at my tower. A lot of maxes in there. A whole bunch of maxes. Oh, I almost maxed my invulnerability time. Just 9,000? That's not too much. I also got the secret. I have almost all achievements. I already beaten 3 bosses. So I don't know the songs of this game very well because I played it with the sound off. I still think it's just a tad loud. This light uses your mana for some reason. It's kind of useful in, I guess the light's only really useful in the dungeon because it actually lights up the place. Oh man, a light that lights things up? It's a technological innovation! Oh. Should have guessed that guy would have been shooting. Shooting and a tootin'. I don't like these fire guys. They are the bane of my side. The max bane, mind you. Ow! Ah, I forget. There's like very few situations where I touch the sides of spikes. These, by the way, stay stuck out as long as you stand on them. Unless you have no footballs, which is what that strange attribute is good for. That it stops those things from detecting you. Now, let's see, this should also mark on my map the secret chest, which seems to be in the forest. The secret chest is just a very easy to get fairy chest, all things considered. Oh, you're the two-shot guy. I thought it was just the one-shot, but those are just a little bit bigger. I don't know the exact names of most of these fellas because I don't really care. Let's have a read. Bullet Audacity. Development time 3.5 months. Release date November 29, 2011. Bullet Audacity was the very last game prior to working on Rogue Legacy. Being a bullet hell that's based on rhythm and beat charts, Bullet Audacity Odyssey looks like Audacity, which is an audio editing program. But the most technologically challenged was even more so than roguelike. What? Just to create a stage required 3 editors running in unison. Development for this game was a little non-traditional. There's a lot of people who was required to make sure that everything clicked. Being heavy advocates against documentation, this isn't so real. Why would you advocates against documentation? Documentation was made because it didn't work without documentation. With bigger teams, of course. Like, if you have smaller teams, yes, you can just ignore documentation, but when you're in a bigger project, you need documentation. I mean, I think this isn't like a big team, so they don't need it to begin with. Except if you want to keep track of stuff. So, sometimes this is a boss painting, which is really big and very annoying. This is a random teleportation device. Let's use it. Oh no! I've landed a few what the fuck? Are you kidding me, video game? You could have put me anywhere on the map, and you put me in the... Oh, look, this is a random room. There's stuff in this room! Gonna put you there now. I don't like Doomvases. They're strange. They're better than Doomscapes, at least. These things are weird. Because they shoot little bubbly bubbles every once in a while. Not that I'm an advocate against bubbly bubbles, but I just don't feel like it does much. Oh no! Oh wait, what? God damn it! Shit, I have no early indicators! My lack of peripheral vision is going to kill me! I forgot how I put my fingers. Is my ring finger the jump button? Oh, fuck. I know the pattern to this. It's like one of the easier ones, but when my fingers get all jumbled up, it's difficult to play. I like the keyboard, though. It's not terrible. Really? Please make an attempt not to be so deathfully obvious. Zombies are also kind of strange, because, like, they pop out of nowhere. They are one of the more dickish enemies in the game, they're the zombies, because they just, look, I'm a zombie! I'm here! Hello. They're not dangerous, they're not fast. Even the strongest version is not that intimidating. They're just there, out of the blue, and you're like, oh no, I didn't see that one coming. They only appear when you're on about the same height. So you can just jump up and lure them out, and then give them a good old whack on the head. Good old bump on the noggin, I used to say. Could have dodged that. Could have dodged it. Should have, could have. Oh, that was untimely. But that's just the way things are, you know. Enemy spells have a small time in which they can transport through physical objects. Basically meaning that if he squashed his face against the wall, he can probably shoot through it, because most walls are like just thin enough that spells of the enemy kind can pass through. Well, this place is that wacky song. Fun fact, if you get their balls stuck in the ground when they die, the ball just sort of poofs. Every spiked ball does that. They sort of vanish after a certain amount of hits against the wall. This is where the good money's at. Oh, fuck, I forget. I hate you guys. Oh no, it's the ground guys too. It's every enemy I don't like as much. There's a fairy chest down here. I can smell it. Never had this room, though. This is kind of new. Shouldn't this be can't get hit or something? And yes, this is one of the more disastrous chambers for me. But don't worry, I have health pickups all over the place. Hey, I get a health pickup. That's nice. Because I have all the runes. If you get all the runes, which honestly takes more time than it really takes effort, you start getting stat pickups, which you can sometimes get. You get 3 stat pickups from boss chests, which is kind of nice, but I already beaten 3 of the bosses. Each of the 3 bosses I've beaten with a guy that I pretty much sent to die, mind you. Like I had like a half-dead barbarian, challenging the Spyro guy, win. Got a paladin that's not exactly in the condition to win, beats the living fuck out of this guy. Let's see, what are they again? The first boss is an eye guy that's retardedly easy. I completely forgot what the forest boss was, though. What was the forest boss? The skeleton guy. Yes, he spawns little skeletons and he shoots lots of orbs. Oh, I forget. Can't do that with these guys. If there's someone else at the other side, gotta remember my own strategies here. I also really don't like the dragon class, which is the bonus class you can purchase. Which, unlike any other class, doesn't get any upgrades or anything. And also doesn't have any real specials. Always use those invincibility frames, kids. Oh, I've never seen one of these guys. Oh, that's pretty neat. Oh wait, I did see one of these guys because I already have the achievements for seeing every enemy once and beating them. No item. I want blueprints, game! Or do we need to wait until New Game Plus that you're gonna give me some fresh ones? Not gonna bother with you right now. Maybe with another class, but I don't think the minor is suited for those chums. Like, yes, I could turn on my special magical shieldy bloop, but I'm not very good with the shieldy bloop because it uses too much magic Magismo. Oh, and the reason I love dwarfism so much is because it gives me access to so many items. There are way too many things that are dependent on dwarfism. Why am I killing them? Well, I get health every kill, so why not? Why wouldn't I pick them up? Those hooves sound very nice, though. Oh no! There's a chest here, but where could it be? Ooh, an extra strength. Always nice. I wonder where they give that. Is that just to stop people from saying, oh no, it's so hard and I can't beat it. Oh look, here's a free stat upgrade for being a chum. For being such a swell guy. I also don't like these guys, mostly because I can't one-hit them later on. And then it just becomes too hard to get rid of them. Unless I'm the shinobi. But the shinobi is kind of the fuck you class, I'm done. I'm shinobi, you can all just go in and put your face in the floor. I'm not gonna give you the chance. You know what's really aggravating? It's like you're looking for blueprints, and instead of that, you get a item. You get a stat upgrade from a chest. But then again, I think blueprints have their own like unique rarity. So it's like, oh, you get a blueprint now. No, it's like you can get a specific blueprint type. I get the sensation that it just picks, oh, this is the blueprint you're gonna get. And no, like, how to put this? Like, every set has its own rarity, and every set is like determined on an individual basis. So it's near impossible to get the holy or dark set. But at the same, like, they all sort of share like, oh, okay, it's gonna be an item chest. And then I think it rolls again to see if there's any items with a rarity that matches up to the roll. Like, I don't know how they do it, but it is... Like, I've done many runs. I will show you my family tree in a moment. And I just come past so many chests, and yet I get 0 items. Although, truth be told, I did get 2 items in one run. 2 pretty rare items. I think a sage cape? Something sage and a sky piece. This song's pretty good. I've never listened to these songs, so let's enjoy them. That's just this song. Oh, I never listened to the boss songs! Are you kidding? I just remembered. I have never listened to the boss songs because this game was muted. I don't know what the boss songs are! Narwhal, narwhal, driving in the ocean. This is a good song. Just gonna go anywhere, or... This is a credit song. This is such a fucking credit song. If this is not the credit song, I'm gonna go crazy. This is probably a boss song? It should be, like it's got the boss title and the bossy title tune thing. That's the castle. The fuck? I'm not playing any of this. That's the manor. That's the title. This is the prologue song, right? Those songs are cool. This game's got a good soundtrack. Is that like an alternative to giving out an like a soundtrack file? Like, no, we're not gonna give you the soundtrack. You gotta find the soundtrack in the game. That would be so baller. That would be like 10 out of 10 right there. You don't have to pay for it. It comes with the game, but you gotta find it first. Ha ha ha. And it's not even like an art gallery item. No, you've got to stay in that room. So you truly appreciate the assets we made. That is such a dastardly trick. A trick worthy of Dick Dastardly. Most indubitably. And yes, these runs can get very long. Abkhazia, That's a way too fancy for a forest. I hate it when they stand still, because you can't do anything with them when they stand still. If I have to be honest, I don't like the fire shield spell. It's got power, yeah, and it got some fancy things, but the it's like, it's to me a little bit unmanageable and a little too mana intense to keep it on. Like, maybe if I had good timing, I could use it effectively, but otherwise it's kinda... I wanna go to the dungeon. I'm gonna go straight here, we're gonna go to the dungeon, and I wanna know what song they play there. Right now. Skull guy, fire guy. The fire guy is annoying because there's spiked balls everywhere and it leaves a fire trail. I'm amazed I could beat these bosses, but I guess that once you learn to master your movement runes, it's like, ha ho ha ha ho! I laugh at thee and thine vile tactics! Nyaha! Really, like, this game is 50% just buying stuff, and the other 50% is being really good with that equipment. With the hand you're dealt. And don't get me wrong, the guys that beat the bosses were not all positive traits. They were people that would have died very easily if it wasn't for the fact that I knew the bosses and I was... Oh man, that's a lot of food. I thought I was about to explode into chicken wings. Also, I once died to a Kentucky because I had electrophobia thingamajig and I killed it. I didn't kill it, it killed me. It's so dumb when you die to one of those things. But it's a good chuckle. I never tanked a boss. I literally never went for the tanking strategy. Despite the fact that a barbarian killed the flamey ball guy, I'm not saying that I tanked him. I don't like tanking bosses because it's kind of cheesy. I want to beat them with MLG legit strategies that I can go like, oh man, look at this pro baller thingamajig. Except the fact that I don't talk to anyone about this. There are no strategies I can discuss because there's no one to discuss them with. I hope you get the picture. It's not a credit song. Oh yeah, like I said, this is what the light does. It lights everything up! But this isn't a credit song, are you kidding me? What? My mind is insane! Let us go back to the Duke of Uldane and say, how do you doodly? The slime boss doesn't look difficult, it just looks like one of those bosses that you have to tank to a degree. Unless you have the right spells, and I do not have the right spell. Maybe I can find it, though. If I could find the right spell, then maybe I'll give him a legitimate shot. Else it's just gonna be exploration to see how far I can get. Which I guess is just the basic motive behind it. Like, sometimes, yes, I pick a class that's like, oh man, this guy's gonna do it. Like a nice paladin. I don't think paladins would be useful, though. Because the special of a paladin is not particularly useful. Oh no, it's a doom trait. Those shoot like 4 directions, right? Or was it Doomscapes that do it? I wish I had a dead foot right now. God damn it. Could have made it if I didn't flunk up that one part. Also, if the mace ball exists for any reason, it will regenerate... Oh wow, that was a good shot, kiddo. It will regenerate whenever you reload the room. So that thing's gonna come back at that exact spot where that guy used to be at. Also, mimics are not difficult to find, just like, the evil portraits. You just have to look for the outline. If it has an outline that's black, then it's probably real. If it doesn't, it's probably fake. No, the portraits, if they don't have an outline, if they have an outline, they're fake. See? Like those portraits, they have an outline, they're fake. No, it's the Doomscapes that are the bad ones. They have like 4 shots. I once completed the entire castle. Last run, actually. I was gonna show my family tree, wasn't I? Yep, I was gonna do that. See, this portrait is real, it doesn't have an outline. If it's a mimic, it's the exact opposite. If that guy starts to stop running, that's the point where he starts to throw his shurikens. Where he starts going, Hadouken! Or Shoryuken. Which, by the way, contains both the names of the peoples. This guy's not too bad, though. It's like the dungeon ones that are legitimate problems, because they throw like a buttload of them. Also, if a treasure's marked on your map, it's probably safe. But wait, I once had where a treasure chest had a mimic inside it! I walked up to the chest thinking it was safe. The next thing that happened is I got hit by the mimic that was also occupying the exact same point in space-time. Ah, that was a sad death. Arg. Certain runes work better with certain bosses. Whatever. Look at this. Wait, what? Then it must have been... Waiting? I did... it must have been this guy then. Because I definitely... Was it? I don't know. It doesn't tell me. I tried Vertigo once. Didn't go too well. Why are they all divine? Is it because of the amount of money? They're useless. I guess he didn't get much money. Don't do that more often these days. There's the first guy, there's the second guy. And as you notice, slowly some diversity starts poking in, and then everything just goes crazy. Let's see, which one I'm gonna pin it next? What? I don't even know anymore. Blair! Aww. I like the ladies. Let's get a spellcaster shot. Can it? Do I have any? I don't think I got any new... No, I didn't get any blueprints. Swords have been a thorn in my side because I barely get new swords and it's annoying me. How much weight am I using anyway? Does it tell you in the menu? It doesn't look like it's telling me. You can get weight in the form of items, by the way. You can get, like, weight pickups from stat chests. That's pretty nice. No, it doesn't tell me how much weight I'm currently occupying. That is kind of dumb, Mr. Developer Man. You should make that a thing that I can see either at the blacksmith or something. Man, oh man, that's gonna be some magic death. Aw. The one guy I got the oboe, which lets you go through without paying any money, was also the time I had no money at all. It was a sad, sad day in Teletubby Town, and nobody was happy. If you like this and want me to make more of this stuff, then go ahead. It's probably not going to be interesting. I might just record my full New Game Plus playthrough, though, because I do want that last achievement. I think there's a good chance I can get every achievement in this game. Except for the armor one. That just looks like impossible to get. So if you got any good tips, tricks, recommendations, go ahead. Also, this guy's way too grabby. Listen, you can hear him smashing. That's such a cute detail. Oh, we get time freeze. Except that it doesn't freeze time! It just makes everything black and white. The black... like, these guys are stopped. The rain isn't stopped, though. Sharon appears pretty much preoccupied. That's a strange shape. By the way, the Shinobu cannot get this spell. This is such a dirty trick. But apparently... that's a problem! But the blacksmith is frozen. Oh no, it's not.